David Lightman was a master at computer games. A fast thinker.
Oh, David! Maybe you could tell first suggested the idea of reproduction without sex.
Your wife?
Get out, Lightman.
And a promising student at an old game.
Hi.
With an electronic twist.
Are those your grades?
Yeah. I don't think that I deserved an F. Do you?
You can go to jail for that.
Only if you're over 18. This computer company is coming out with these amazing new games in a couple of months. And I want to play those games. Wow.
What?
We got something.
He found the right code word to play the game.
We're in.
But it was the wrong computer.
Shall we play a game? How can I ask you that?
How about global thermonuclear war?
Fine.
All right. What the hell? They're trajectory headings for multiple impact re-entry vehicles.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but it's great.
All stations, this is Crystal Palace.
I wonder if I should use my subs.
22 Typhoon-class submarines departing Petropavlovsk.
What in the hell's happening here?
Oh my God.
Shall we play?
I have 7, correction 8. That's 8 Redbirds. Get on the sack. Tell them to flush the bombers.
Russians are still denying everything, sir.
Who are you working with?
Nobody.
I don't have to believe you.
Overday, we have Soviet missile warning.
Placed under arrest pending indictment for espionage.
Espionage.
Confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high.
Cobra Dane, is this an exercise?
Negative, this is not an exercise.
Get me the president on the horn.
It's still playing the game. It's gonna start a war.
Close up the mouth.
Is this a game or is it real?
War games.
Shall we play?
Follow the trail of the world's greatest detective.
How many men did the president ask for? Only one. Inspector Jacques Clouseau.
Clouseau? Clouseau was trying to fix the lighter.
Do you have a light?
Yes, in the top left-hand drawer.
You're on the trail of a master of disguise.
I am André Beteur, mustard salesman from Dijon.
He's suave, sophisticated, diplomatic. He's charming.
I'm thinking that
Astute.
Nice weather we are having.
Debonair. And he's missing.
Clouseau has disappeared. You are a reporter. Elementary.
Could you tell me something about your son?
No.
Clouseau disappears. Business gets better.
The thought of a world without Clouseau fills me with delight.
So far, the incident hasn't even been investigated.
Monsieur le Maire suggested you go home and forget all about this.
Excuse me. Men like Clouseau never die. They're indestructible.
I haven't turned up anything incriminating, but obviously I'm rocking the boat and people are getting nervous.
I might even find out that someone killed him.
Follow the trail that always leads to laughter. The trail of the Pink Panther. Peter Sellers in Blake Edwards' newest and funniest comedy, Trail of the Pink Panther.
The mother, the father, the child, the stranger.
He's going to harm us. It's Ivy he's after.
The past, the present, the nightmare, the terror.
I saw her burn her hands on a cold window.
The movie. Audrey Rose, the novel of reincarnation, is now a spellbinding motion picture. The pain, the anger, the trial, the test.
Your eyelids are getting so heavy.
The question.
Audrey.
The answer.
We're both a part of this child.
It will alter your ideas about life after death forever.
This summer, when you think vacation, think National Lampoon's Vacation. See the real America.
Hey, underpants. Hey, yellow.
It's friendly.
Okay, I'm okay.
Don't you want to look at the Grand Canyon?
It's educational.
Great.
And most of all, it's fun.
The dog went on the picnic basket.
Let Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Imogene Coca, Randy Quaid, John Candy, and Christy Brinkley.
Well, are you gonna go for it?
This is crazy, this is crazy, this is crazy.
Take you for a ride. This summer, when you think vacation, think National Lampoon's Vacation.
Deep inside this vertical city, a machine has come to life.
As long as the police think there were accidents, I have no reason to think there was any other cause.
I just want to know what the real cause is. It's not normal for things to happen that way.
Brooker, what happened to the lift? You must have an idea.
Modern technology gave birth to the lift. But the lift has made itself smarter, stronger, and deadlier. And now, the man responsible for making it safe is trying to make it stop killing. Take the stairs. Take the stairs. For God's sake, take the stairs.
Garp.
Garp.
Garp?
Yes, Garp.
Sounds like a fish.
When I get older, losing my head, many years from now.
Hey, Garp, you want to play? Yes. Not tonight. I have a headache. Every night you have a headache.
Will you still be sending me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, bottle of wine.
My name is T.S. Garp.
What's TS stand for?
Terribly sexy. I used to be terribly shy, but I changed.
If I'd been out till 2:45, would you lock the door?
Now make it easy on yourself. Don't be a baby, Duncan. Say dada.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
I hate to use a corny line like this, but haven't I seen you before?
You like football?
Oh, yeah, I used to watch it quite a bit.
Well, you might have seen me. I was a tight end with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Send me a postcard, drop me a line, stating point of view.
T.S. Garp.
I'm gonna be safe here.
Indicate precisely what you mean to say. You're sincerely wasting away.
We are civilized people, and civilized people obey rules.
You have one hell of a way of making converts to civilization.
Or will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
What does the TS stand for?
Terribly sad. Used to be terribly sexy, but it changed.
Oh, I don't think so.
Hey, how you doing?
Busting is not a pretty word.
Sorry to have to tell you this, but you're under arrest.
Busting is not a pretty job. Busting won't win you any medals. Busting just might get you killed.
Okay, everybody cool it. Cool it, we're pleased.
Busting, it's the dirty work that has to be done. And it takes a special kind of cop to do it.
I think you're a vice cop.
Vice cops? What is it? Cop around here? Look, I don't want no trouble.
Their names are Keneally and Farrell.
I think you men are despicable.
Oh, and you're a Cub Scout, right?
Whether they're after a worthless punk
I got a right to make a phone call. You don't got a right to breathe.
or the king of $1 million empire.
Good evening, Mr. Dynamite. Very nice to see you.
The name of the game is still the same. Busting.
What's really funny is that you two guys really think you're doing something. I mean, you go around busting $10 hookers and beating up on punks for what? For $200 a week, right?
Rizzo, we're gonna close you down.
Yeah, I need a warrant. That creep back there's got a lot of dope in it.
I am not going to wake Judge Morrison at 1 o'clock in the morning. Period.
Your Honor, there's clearly insufficient grounds here. I ask the case be dismissed. Your request is granted.
I know some things stink. Well, what do you want me to do about it?
So you can give our deepest apologies to Mr. Rizzo. And you give him a kiss on the butt.
I don't have to worry about two hungry cops out for themselves.
You can't buy us, and you know it.
I got where I am by having punks like you for breakfast.
Hello, Keneally. I've got a message for you.
I understand that vitamin E will clear this up almost overnight.
He's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow. And he's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow.
Elliot Gould and Robert Blake. Two vice cops with one virtue. Busting.
Burt Reynolds and Goldie Hawn are best friends.
Well, I know it sounds crazy, but if we slept in the same room, my parents would think we were having sex.
Oh, yes, I love sex.
God, it's my mother. Close your eyes.
What?
Burt Reynolds and Goldie Hawn. Yes. In a very special relationship.
You like it? Yes, I like it. You want to have it? Oh, my God. Sorry.
I think they should.
What?
Go ahead and tell her.
Burt Reynolds and Goldie Hawn are best friends.
No need to leave others when you're best friend is me.
Billy Wilder, the man who gave you The Apartment and Some Like It Hot, now reveals the private life of Sherlock Holmes. Dr. Watson, in his lifetime, recorded some 60 cases demonstrating the singular gift of his friend Sherlock Holmes. But there were other adventures, which for reasons of discretion were withheld from the public. Adventures which involved matters of a delicate and sometimes scandalous nature. The private life of Sherlock Holmes was anything but elementary.
My dear Sherlock, there are certain affairs that do not come within the province of the private detective.
The public has a right to know these things.
Sherlock Holmes was a man of curious habits. And not always what he seemed to be.
You have described me as 6'4", whereas I'm barely 6'1".
Madame says you are shorter than she thought.
Oh, I didn't mean to be. I hope I'm not being presumptuous, but there have been women in your life.
I thought I would never find you. It's been such a long time.
I found her body quite rewarding, especially the palm of her right hand. Midgets. What is it indeed that feeds on canary birds and sulfuric acid and has an engine for a heart? Open that door.
Sherlock, when I said drop this case, it was not merely a suggestion, it was an order.
By whose authority?
By the authority of Her Majesty's government.
Holmes, you better take this with you.
Your client isn't Madame Valadon. It's the Imperial German government.
Holmes, I saw it. The monster. It's getting closer and closer.
It took a genius to cover up Sherlock Holmes' vices, blunders, and bizarre tastes. Sherlock Holmes was a genius. The private life of Sherlock Holmes was anything but elementary.
Hello. I'm Dr. Saul Benjamin. Would you come in, please? Well, feelings towards the analyst are an inevitable and valuable part of the treatment.
Sometimes when I'm sitting here, I wonder what it would be like if you leaned over and kissed me.
A fetishist and an obsessive. You'll be very happy together.
Did you read about that moron in California? Have sex with a patient? They awarded her $3 million.
They put a very high value on sex in California.
When a married analyst shacks up with a patient, it's relevant.
Never had any feelings like this toward Dr. Jaffe. I never had any fantasies.
Are you having one now?
When falling in love is the last thing you need, why is it always the first thing you do?
I've fallen in love with a patient.
I see that you are flushing a brilliant career down the toilet.
Don't worry, it'll all work out.
I swear to you, Saul Benjamin is a prudent, sober physician.
Did I take all my clothes off at any point during the ravioli?
Tell me, did they have sexual relations on the couch?
Oh, boy.
As of now, you've got to break it off.
Are you crazy? Give her up! You're not angry with me?
Of course not. I'm your analyst.
It is my professional opinion, as the person who invented psychoanalysis, that you are now nutsy-faking.
You are getting an anxiety attack.
No, I don't.
You are.
I don't get anxiety attacks. What seems to be the trouble?
What if she sues?
Or writes an article.
Could be a nasty business.
You're an analyst, sweetheart. Try to act like one.
I can't treat you anymore.
What?
I'm in love with you.
Dudley Moore.
I'm crazy about you.
Elizabeth McGovern.
It's really hard not to like him.
Lovesick. A comedy for the incurably romantic.
This is Sonny Lawson. He's just reaching the prime of life, but he's also reaching the end.
I'm a big man. I'm a strong guy. You know what I mean? I can handle it. Now just tell me, how long have I got?
Say you got a year.
Facing death, he's determined to commit suicide.
That's right, baby.
Even if it kills him.
It's against the law, you know, to kill yourself.
You're kidding.
I wouldn't kid. Are you kidding?
No, you
Why would you kid?
I wouldn't
Suicide's
kid
a
about
serious
that.
thing.
Well, don't be silly. I'm not going to hurt myself. What are you talking about? What'd you do with that gun I gave you last Christmas to protect yourself?
I'm in love with the idea of killing myself. You're sure having a hard time doing it.
That was terrific! I would like to find a way of doing myself in without hurting myself.
Life and death.
You're holding your breath trying to suffocate. No!
I don't care about that. Now I got a date with a 38.
Sonny, I don't want to see you kill yourself!
Why did you pull me back? Why did you pull me back? I don't have enough courage. I don't have enough guts. That's why you're here. I can't do it by myself. I'd be dead now.
The gun isn't loaded.
Oh! Will you come on? Okay, on second thought.
The End, starring Burt Reynolds as a man who's about to die.
What's that supposed to mean? It means lying in the ground with dirt on your face and holding your breath forever.
Dom DeLuise as his committed friend.
Why did you say it, dummy?
Sally Field
Sonny, not now.
David Steinberg as his concerned attorney.
I'm going to kill myself.
What do you say, Sonny? You like the enchilada plate?
Joanne Woodward as his compassionate ex-wife.
I didn't walk out the door, you threw me out the door. One little mistake.
Carl Reiner as his doctor, whose business is dying. Norman Fell, Myrna Loy, Struther Martin, Christy McNichol, Pat O'Brien, and Robbie Benson.
Surprise!
The End. A comedy for you and your next of kin.
John Landis, American Werewolf in London. Steven Spielberg, E.T. Joe Dante, The Howling. George Miller, Mad Max. These acclaimed directors take you to another dimension. A journey into a wondrous land whose only boundaries are your imagination. Next stop, the Twilight Zone.
Three years ago, a magical, mystical motion picture made the whole world believe in the beauty of friendship and the power of love. Now, the classic legend of a boy and his horse continues. Francis Ford Coppola presents The Black Stallion Returns.
We have come for our horse.
Eat him! The Danger returns.
You can't take him now! No!
The Challenge returns.
I know where the black is going, and I'm going after it.
The Courage returns.
You are courageous to have come this far.
The Mystery returns.
The heroics are something to fear.
The Daring returns.
I'm not gonna let anyone take you away from me.
The Excitement returns. Now, the greatest adventure of all time returns as the race of a lifetime. Black Stallion returns.
I checked the inflows to 21214.
It isn't against the law. It isn't even a conspiracy.
I'm still not sure I trust you, you know.
It's a perfect partnership.
Orion Pictures presents Jane Fonda, Chris Christopherson in an Alan J. Pakula film. Rollover.
Money, capital, has a life of its own. It's a force of nature.
Like gravity, like the ocean. It flows where it wants to flow. There are risks involved.
I've never been afraid.
They make the rules, and they can break them.
You set me up, Max. There's a lot of fact.
They make the deals, and they keep the secrets.
I'll take my chances, and they'll have to take theirs.
They watch the clock, but time is running out.
Sell dollars. We've got $100 million to dump.
Rollover.
Come up with the $500 million, they'll take you seriously, all right.
I feel like a beggar asking them for alms, and I hate it.
That woman is not going to negotiate any deals for this management.
Some people just don't understand business.
It's not how you play the game, it's how you win it.
I warn you, I'm a problem. I am a bad person when I get in a corner.
If you think the only thing we've been doing together is business, one of us is a fool.
Buy yen, sterling, francs.
Give me 5 and 20.
Okay, at 40, I'll sell you 2.
40, 50, sell 5 and 40.
Quite a wobble in 21214.
I have to know if the bank is rocky, losing money.
It's where the money is going.
And it's going through the basement.
You can't do that. That's illegal. That is criminal.
I'm afraid the matter is out of my hands now.
You still don't understand the kind of people you're playing with.
First thing tomorrow, I want all the locks in the house changed.
The most erotic thing in their world was money. Rollover. You are on board the USS Nimitz, the most advanced nuclear supership in the American arsenal, carrying a complement of 102 aircraft and 6,000 men. The Nimitz is on routine duty, guarding the waters of the South Pacific.
That Corsair's in real trouble.
Stand by to ring the barricade.
But within minutes, a bizarre, unexplainable phenomenon of nature will transport the Nimitz 40 years back in time. Back to the day of infamy. Back to the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor.
My God, look at that.
This is the captain. I'm speaking to every man aboard this ship. The storm has had some effect on time, as we know it. It created a portal, a door into another era. Today is December the 7th, 1941. We're about to fight a battle that was lost before most of you were born. This time, God's help, it's going to be different.
There are forces in the universe which we're only now just beginning to understand. There are black holes in space, antimatter, curved space. Things that are as strange to us as electricity would have been to people in the Middle Ages.
Holy cow, it's the whole Japanese fleet.
Our reconnaissance plane has just taken pictures of something that hasn't existed for over 40 years.
What have you got? 2 Japanese zeros, sir. Splash the zero.
What's happening here? Who are you people?
Oh, don't shoot! Back off!
Why don't you tell him what's going on here, Commander? You're an expert on what's going to happen tomorrow. Why don't you tell him about it, for God's sakes? Go on, tell him. We got nothing to lose.
Welcome to the paradox of time, when past and present become one, and history is actually changed.
We've got an incredible opportunity here. We know where all the mistakes are going to be made for the next 40 years, and you've got the power to correct them.
The final countdown.
It was a typical American town until they found they were sitting on $500 million worth of oil. They called it God's country until all hell broke loose. Then it was time for Vigilante Force. Chris Christopherson, star of Academy Award-winning Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Jan Michael Vincent, dynamic young star of White Line Fever and Buster and Billy, come together in Vigilante Force.
The last time I tried to go back home, they gave me a parade. In one end of town and out the other.
Chris Christopherson is Alan, twisted by a war he could never win.
What war?
My war.
But one he could never stop fighting. Jan Michael Vincent is Ben, who finally took the law into his own hands.
All right, give him hell.
now you listen to me. And when you good people hired me to come take care of your garbage, nobody was there telling me how to do the job. Nobody wanted to know.
Like a pack of mad dogs, they were unleashed to clean up the town. Instead, they cleaned it out.
I want all the money you're holding in a pile.
Get tired of you shoving us around!
You know why you ain't been killed, don't you? Because we're brothers.
They fought over the same girl, and now the time had come to settle the score.
We're coming after you!
Victoria Principal, sensuous young star of Earthquake, is Linda, who trusted a man once too often.
I'm gonna kill you.
Broadway's Bernadette Peters dazzles as Little D, who loved not wisely, but very well indeed.
You're a cop. I hate cops.
So do I. I'm the cops.
I was going to do something terrible to all of you.
Chris Christopherson, Jan Michael Vincent, fighting it out in Vigilante Force.
My dear Craig, it has been 5 months since your father and my beloved sister died. Surely there is no time limit on grief and sorrow. Is this the time to divorce yourself from family? To take up with unsavory strangers?
Craig, be a muffin and find something for me, will you, honey?
You got the right man, Amy. He knows every weirdo in town.
Now, from the man who directed 5 Easy Pieces, comes Stay Hungry, an extraordinary new film that takes you into a fascinating world.
Welcome to the Olympic. I'm Mary Kate Farnsworth,
Actually, hon, I'm just here to look around.
I really like the way you look.
Your grandmama, she'd come out of that picture on the wall and drive a butcher knife through your heart, and I would help her.
When are you going to take that mask off?
When Joe takes that title next month, he's going to have done it all.
What happens to bodybuilders when they get old?
They die.
Yeah, easy, big fella. He got my drinking.
He could crush you like an eggshell, Halsey.
Now, who do you think you're messing with, huh?
Nothing but a select midget, I believe.
You don't want me. You want another trophy for your wall.
I need you! Baby, I need you!
I just want to make you happy.
What happened? What did he do to you?
Fight! Fight!
I know to stay hungry. If you have an appetite for life, stay hungry.
You've heard of Notting Hill. It's off the beaten track for London tourists, but it hits the headlines with colorful festivals and even more colorful riots. Notting Hill is the sort of place where things happen.
Well, come on, should we follow?
Follow in.
Who? Him!
I'm not going to get out of this, am I?
Why not?
Because I can identify all of you.
They could kill her now, or later. She'd prefer later. Maybe Jim Naboth will rescue her. Maybe. It's not nice to call a cop a pig, but Naboth is an exception. Strictly speaking, he's just an ex-cop, A pathetic bottle baby with a permanent hangover.
You know, you are a joke.
Am I?
Every time something happens, you gotta put one of them down your throat.
Every morning when I get up, I try.
You're a pathetic drunk.
You're a disgrace to the human race.
Even losers like Naboth have feelings. They don't like loaded guns pointed at them.
Hold on now.
They don't like violence, especially when they're at the wrong end of the stick. And they don't like being humiliated.
You fell among thieves, friend.
Now Naboth has nothing to lose. He's ready for the squeeze. Starring Stacy Keach, David Hemmings, Edward Fox, Stephen Boyd, Carol White, and introducing Freddie Starr.
My strength is, I don't care what happens to me. That's what scares them.
I'm scared. Because I know that I'm gonna die.
I've been given an ultimatum. To kill you.
We're going to the races.
The squeeze. She traded a dream and a small town
I've thought about it a lot.
for something more.
What I read in school, I can read on my own. What I hear from the teachers, I can learn by doing.
Finish school, or you'll leave this house for good without one penny.
I wasn't asking you for anything, was I?
Waitress. 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, $150 plus tips.
No, thank you.
You don't want the job?
Don't tell me. You got wrong.
I did.
Hey, listen, I know this might sound crazy, but listen.
Your voice sounds.
If I was to say that in 3 months' time, I could make you the #1 model in the world, what would you say to that?
I look awful.
Well, you know that. And I know that, but together we'll fool the world, won't we? Different looks, different selves. Men inventing fantasies about your eyes, your hair, your mouth, your skin, dreaming of what it's like to touch you. And you saying to yourself, what do they see?
She is the most beautiful model in the world.
How do you know you like me? You don't know me.
This is her moment.
Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
She knew it would come.
Ready for everything, anything, to do whatever has to be done.
Did you think I was all talk?
Everything you've told me is a lie.
You're not afraid?
Should I be?
Most people would be afraid.
I'm not like most people.
Nastasia Kinski, Rudolf Nureyev. Exposed.
From first kiss to last embrace, all the mystery and fear and terror that love can hold.
I like you, Ellie. You've been damn good for me these past few days. I'm just not a guy anybody should be around right now. It's not you. It's me.
You're careless with people, Harry.
Dave!
What's your name? Who sent you?
Do you honestly think we'd send one of our people up to a railroad station in Connecticut just to push you under a train?
Harry, if I wanted you dead, you think you'd be walking around here?
You better watch out for Dave, Harry.
I'll be right back.
Wherever he goes, fear seems to follow. Terror seems to wait.
I want to know if something's going down that I don't know about.
Think of the mind as a weave, Harry. A fabric. Some of your threads happen to get a bit overstretched.
All I need is a little work.
I'm scared for you, Harry. I suppose it's some sort of death threat.
You do have a certain distinction.
What's that?
You seem to be the only one who's still alive.
I don't know any of these guys. I don't fit in anywhere.
Somebody thinks you do, Mr. Hannon.
I definitely think you should go to the police.
Hannon, you had a breakdown.
Remember, he's a dozen.
Roy Scheider, Janet Margolin, and all the mystery and fear and terror that love can hold.
I love you, Harry. I love you so.
From first kiss to last embrace.
You got that head-turning walk, just talking about makes me want you again.
You got it, Tommy. I saw it in there. You know something? With the right handling, you can go all the way.
He'll teach you how to move,
All we gotta do is loosen it up and bring the talent up to match your face.
how to smile,
They want Prince Charming, you know? Somebody cute and safe.
how to sing.
I just want to take you where I'm going.
He'll tell you when to think,
I told you I wanted movies with Tommy, not television. You got that?
when to talk,
From now on, you don't go nowhere. You don't leave this house. You don't do nothing.
when to love.
One of your star reporters was having an affair with one of the idols.
And if you're lucky, if you last, he'll make you a star.
I can make it happen for you, kid.
He's the Idolmaker.
Here is my love. Here is my love.
The business needs a new teen idol, and Tommy's the one.
He's the voice behind the voice.
Must be pretty tough to even get it played maybe 3 or 4 times a day.
To the radio, we got a hit! We got a hit! Little lover, be mine. Oh, little lover, let your light shine.
He's the face behind the face.
You're somebody special. Somebody people are gonna want to look at.
He's the mind behind the fantasies of millions. He takes a no one
He's not gonna get there unless I push.
You mean you're not going to get there unless you push?
and makes him someone
I'm building him into a legend.
to everyone.
So don't you let me see you crying.
They love him. They're going crazy over it like this. Yeah, I did.
The Idolmaker, starring Ray Sharkey, Tova Felcher, Peter Gallagher, and Paul Land. The Idolmaker. He could do it for you.
Sean Connery is James Bond, Agent 007. Never say never again.
My name's Bond.
Oh, you're Mr. Bond. I believe I'm having you in half an hour.
Oh, splendid. Your room or mine?
Have you, Mr. Bond?
You're marvelously well equipped.
Thank you, James. So are you.
Good to see you, Mr. Bond. Things have been awfully dull round here. I hope we're going to have some gratuitous sex and violence.
I certainly hope so, too.
Bond, the game is over.
Sean Connery is Ian Fleming's James Bond in Never Say Never Again.